Okay, so not only is Litecoin a phenomenal store of value, but the utilization of Litecoin as a transfer of value is, I think, something that makes it extremely valuable. And I guess the question, lately is how valuable is Litecoin, especially compared to something like Bitcoin or even something like Ethereum. And the difference in usage to something like Ethereum, it's pretty clear. So Ethereum is the smart contract cryptocurrency. It's the crypto that is used for decentralized applications. So since it's not as powerful in terms of quickness when it comes to transferring value, you're gonna find that when using Ethereum, there's a lot of congestion and slowness in terms of the utilization and things like an ICO and buying an ICO. So if you're anything like me and you tried to buy into an ICO or invest, you've noticed incredibly slow transfer times and a lot of congestion. And, it's kind of annoying. So I guess from that fact alone, speed, we see that, that really clear differentiator, when compared to something like Ethereum, when Litecoin is compared to Ethereum. So not only do we have, this very clear differentiator, but it really just magnifies in whole the true value proposition of Litecoin, which is the speed in terms of that transfer of value. And it's just easy and fast to use. And that's something that Charlie Lee has tried to hit on, since the birth of Litecoin when it forked off of Bitcoin in 2011. Hence his whole, the silver to Bitcoin's gold. So I guess with all of that being said, I naturally think about, the climate that's going on in the market right now. And, I try and differentiate everything in my mind and really see what's realistically going on in the market in terms of Litecoin. And I think of one thing, I just keep coming back to this one thing, which is hype versus realization. If you remember when Litecoin broke $100 and it even ran up to 400, I really don't think that was so much hype. I think it was the realization of the usability and that positive outlook to Bitcoin Silver, Litecoin. And the market, I think, really began to realize that long-term value potential of Litecoin. And I think that's what was going on there with that crazy run-up that we had. And, I think that was a good thing. However, on the flip side, I think of hype. 1,000%, these 1,000% gains in these altcoins that started happening and these pumps that started happening really soon after, Litecoin kind of took off a little bit. And I think the market is in this state of euphoria for the last 1 to 2 months. If you remember, Coinbase was having users, 100,000 plus users signing up a day. And those users were signing up because of Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin. And they were learning about these 3 really good coins, and they were trying to take part in cryptocurrency. But it slowly became, they slowly became aware of the other markets like Binance and Kraken and these altcoins, these penny altcoins, and they kind of moved over to there for quick gains. And, I'm not trying to dissuade or discourage you if you hold altcoins. That's not really what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to make a point. Because if you notice, Bitcoin and Litecoin, it's barely talked about right now. And a couple months ago, that was different. Everything seems to be trying to pump up, these different altcoins. There's a lot of hype around these things. And, the market caps on some of these altcoins is incredible. So I think that, and I guess the underlying factor here is, not all of them, but a lot of them don't even have any really good foundational underlying fundamentals. And I think the key thing to take note of with all of this happening right now is that this has happened before. Bitcoin dominance has gone from high to low because of altcoins before. We've gone through this phase and this cycle before. And, this whole Bitcoin is over mentality that some in the market claim to be happening It's just not true. So I think right now the difference is there's a ton of institutional money on the sidelines, and cryptocurrency in general has taken a giant leap in moving forward into the mainstream. And you know, all that money right now that's still not in cryptocurrency, which there is a lot, I really don't think 95% of it will be going into altcoins. I think it's going to be going into Bitcoin and into Bitcoin Silver, Litecoin.